Hello and welcome to the Talkin Baseball pregame show. My name is Jimmy. I got Jake here, Trev, producer Zach. Jake's in the Roosevelt Studios. I'm in my apartment. Trev's at his house. Full weekend of baseball. Now, a full Monday of baseball. How about that? Trev, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim. Happy to be here. I miss you guys over the weekend. That's not entirely true. I don't necessarily miss Jake that much, but Zach and Jim, I missed you guys. And yeah, we finally got some blue skies. California was covered in smoke all weekend. This morning, we got some blue skies. So I'm in a great mood.
Up in smoke. Jake, how are you?
I guess you could say my weekend was up in smoke a little bit too. A little different. No, I eat weed. I'm good, man. Yanks are back on track. Trevor Plouffe is trying to take credit for that in the pregame show. I never wavered. Powerful. Yanks are rolling. We got a big Padres-Dodgers series coming up. Baseball's still hot in the streets. I know that was our big phrase last week, maybe the week before. Like, there was an NBA playoff game yesterday. Nobody cared. So baseball's still hot in the streets, man.
Trev, did you care?
I didn't care about the NBA playoff game. I feel like there's probably another reason for that. I don't know if you heard of the NFL.
There's another sport, but like, you know, it's a dose. Like, everyone gets their dose of the NFL, whatever you were missing. But baseball was still good, man. I mean, you know, Dodgers-Astros wrapping up. You know, the Central. Trevor Plouffe's Twins. My God. Mayeda. Barely know her. So
I got some tidbits on that whole series. The Romo-Lindor dust up. I asked some people what was going on. So when we get there, we'll talk about it.
Beauty.
Ooh.
James, how are you doing?
Ooh. I'm awful. I feel terrible, and I wanted to go nap. But first, we're going to talk about some baseball.
Fair.
One of the worst part is Katie's gone for the day. She's gone yesterday as well. So it's just me and Mac home alone. And we don't have any garbage bags. I haven't had time to go buy any yet. So I just have all the garbage I've accrued, like, on the countertop.
Yeah.
I have to go buy garbage bags as soon as we're done with the show. So it just, like, I'm sick and I'm also living in squalor.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's like a bad combo.
Every day.
Yeah. Jake, can you tell us what's going on the East Coast?
Sure can, Jim. I think we got a little bit of a lighter slate. We do have the Phillies and the Marlins finishing up their 7-game set. The Marlins have currently won 4 of the 6 games. They can get a stronghold on second place in the East, or with the Phillies win, they're back in second, and everyone's just happy the 7-game set is over. The hot Atlanta Braves head to Baltimore. Touki Toussaint versus Jorge Lopez. Oh, big time. And that's what's going on in the East. That's it.
That's all, huh?
That's it.
Is Jorge Pablo's like nickname or something? Or did you just mess that one up a little bit?
Jorge Lopez is pitching for the Orioles. So, Trev, if you just want to pay attention, Pablo Lopez is pitching for the Marlins.
Wow.
Against
I wasn't listening to you, I guess. I don't know.
Against your Vince Velasquez. 2 games, so, you know, tough to keep up with that. But
2 games.
What it is.
I was genuinely curious. I wasn't attacking. I was wondering if Pablo was like a nickname or something.
It just came off as an attack.
Sorry. I'm trying to bring the energy today. I feel like we're pretty solemn here. I need to like spark it a little bit.
I'm full of energy. Do you hear about all the trash on my counter?
Trash counter.
I can't wait.
Trev, you worried about your Phils?
Man, they've taken on a bunch of injuries lately too, and I am worried about them. They're still sitting as we speak in a playoff spot. They're in the 7th seed. I mean, if you're getting rid of Hoskins, who, you know, I'm not sure exactly what happened to him. Real Muto came out of a game with some hip discomfort. Zach Wheeler hurt himself putting on his pants. Some weird stuff going on in Philadelphia, but you wouldn't really expect anything different. It's kind of been their MO this whole season.
They were like, you can't make this up. And then I heard that he demonstrated how he puts his pants on for the reporter. I didn't see the video. I don't know if that's out there, but that's a weird story.
It was a nail, right? He like fucked his nail.
They ripped the nail right off. You guys ever lost a fingernail?
I have. It sucks.
I have twice. It sucks so much.
Yeah.
Just toes. Just
How? But like,
toenails.
dude, the pants thing.
Yeah.
I don't
This
get
is not like you know, he was working with his hands, doing some industrial work. He was putting his pants on.
You calling BS, Trev?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, maybe get some elastic pants.
Mm.
Let's just work with
Joggers.
that from now on. Get some
Almost
joggers. Keep it light, Zach, because kind of need your fingernails to pitch.
I'm calling bullshit.
Wow.
Well, actually, I guess you can't call bullshit because like they would have come up with a better story, right?
You like to
If
think.
you're going to do a fake story, you're not going to say, I was putting on my pants.
Do you want to
Yeah.
speculate? Can you speculate real quick? Because that's fun.
I mean, maybe he was putting on his pants while cutting his fingernails at the same time. And he's embarrassed to tell people that he was trying to multitask.
Rip your fingernail off cutting them?
Does that sound more
Maybe-
logical than just pulling up your pants?
I don't know. Tough to say.
Maybe he enjoys some sort of S&M bondage.
Here we
and
go.
Went a little too far,
Now we're talking.
Okay. Wow.
allegedly.
Here's what's going on in the Central.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Pirates and the Reds. The Reds finally won a series. Now they have a doubleheader today against the Pirates. Game 1 is Cody Ponce versus Trevor Bauer. Bauer just tweeted out something. I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about, but he's a weirdo. Cardinals and Brewers, also a doubleheader. Brewers got just 1-2 punched into hell by the Cubs. So we'll see if they can swing back. It's Kim versus Lindblom. Kim's been good. 0.83 ERA. Jesus Christ. Pirates Reds game 2 is Mitch Keller versus Anthony Descalfani. And then we got Twins and White Sox. That's a fun matchup. Barrios versus Cease. Barrios. Cease actually has a better ERA than Barrios. How about that? Cardinals and Brewers game 2. Daniel Ponce de Leon versus Corbin Burns. He's been very good. Jake told you guys about him. Make sure you know him. And I think that's all in the Central. 2 doubleheaders, and then the Twins play the White Sox.
Another big series for the Twins, back-to-back. They took care of business against the Indians. I mean, this is it. This is what's going to separate the division, it sure seems like.
4-game series. Do you think the Twins... Jake said something like he can see both teams just splitting and being like, all right, cool, let's keep going. Do you think the Twins are going to be gung-ho trying to win this series?
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're saying, and you guys have said that before. Like, yeah, let's shake hands, take 2 from each other, and we'll move on. But, you know, when you're getting this close to the playoffs, like we're 2 weeks away, right? Is that what it is? They're at 48 games. Yeah. You want to go in hot and knowing you can beat the other team. If you go in and they beat the Indians, you know, they swept the Indians. They go and take 3 from Chicago. That's a good feeling to have. And put that in your back pocket. Playoffs come around. You're like, all right, we took care of business against the best teams. I think that's nice. Would you take a split and move on? Probably, but you want to go out there and win. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Jake, you got anything on the Central, Jake?
I think you're just trying. You're right. You'd love to put the foot on the neck for one of these teams, walking, peacocking, but I think at the end of the day, it's let's not lose. I don't know. We'll see. That the AL Central's been a blast for a little while now. Got my Reds circled as always. They won a series, so I may talk about them. And yeah, Brewers and Cardinals. They got 10 games coming up in the final 14, I think. So
Is that what it is?
I think the Brewers
Holy shit.
They went from winning the series with Hader on the mound in the 9th to losing the series and getting no hit. But if you can find that spark, which again, let's be honest, that spark is Christian Yelich. He's back under 200. He's been the best player in the league for the past 2 years. So I don't know. Figure it out, Brewers. Win 7 out of 3 against the Cardinals, and we can talk about you. But
I mean, they're a game and a half out still of a playoff spot. Like,
Yeah.
I know, I just can't quit them. And maybe this was the nail in the coffin. Maybe Hader giving it up and then getting no hit was the nail in the coffin. And that's a tough series right there for them at home, losing to the Cubs like that. But
I think that the Hader claps shoved the Brewers into the coffin. The Alec Mills no hitter put the lid on, and if they lose these 2 games today, all nails are shut.
yeah, I can see that.
The Cardinals have 3 doubleheaders this week.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that? They've already played 3 in September. They have 3 doubleheaders this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all doubleheaders.
I mean, there's 4 playoff spots available in the NL still. The Marlins in the 5 seed are 2 games over 500. The Cardinals are sitting at 20-20. Phillies 1 game over 500. They got a bunch of injuries. I mean, it's really, really going to come down to the wire here. So I mean, we can speculate all we want right now, but we're going to be looking at that last series of the week of the year, and that's going to determine pretty much everything in the NL playoff picture, which is cool. I think that's good for baseball.
All right, let's move on to the West Coast, Trev. What's going on out there besides the Fires?
Very, very light slate on the West Coast as well. We got the A's and the Mariners playing a doubleheader. We got Jesus Luzardo versus Marco Gonzalez, 2 lefties matching up. And then I have Mike Minor going for the A's in game 2, but TBD for the Mariners.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
And then the only other game we got going on out west is 2 teams coming off big series. Dodgers down in San Diego, Donaldson Lamet. I do not have a starter for the Dodgers as well.
Kershaw.
Dodgers took care of business against Houston, and the Padres took care of business against the Giants. There was a COVID thing going on. Then they ended up saying that it was a false positive, and Padres won 2 from the Giants yesterday. So 2 teams hot. Who was the starter?
I think it's Kershaw. That's what I've got.
Okay, Kershaw going up. That's a it's a big series. 2 really good teams.
Yeah, Kershaw versus Lamet is a great matchup.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna make that my what to watch for right now.
Kershaw's been unbelievable. Just you expect Father Time to catch up with him, and you just think about his postseasons, but then he comes back and shoves, and I don't even know what his ERA is. It's ridiculous.
1.98
right now.
That whole series is like must watch.
Yeah.
And the Padres are 20-4 in their last 24 games.
Yes.
Dodgers are incredibly good. And they're going to face each other now. I mean, if the Padres keep rolling, what's the standings at between these 2 teams?
I think the
Padres are like a game and a half or something.
2.5 out.
2.5.
So if they sweep them, they take over the West, which a lot of people didn't think was even possible. Padres have won the last 7 games they've played. I don't know. I don't think they're going to sweep them, but if they win game 1 and then you get, that much closer to them jumping, it's really fun. Lamet's been really good. His last start against the Rockies was phenomenal. 7 2/3, 0 earned runs, 11 Ks. And like Jake said, Kershaw's got a 1.98 ERA. His last start wasn't great against Arizona. He did see Arizona back-to-back.
Yeah.
That always, I think, favors the hitters. So
there's some crazy stats. Dodgers, or you said, what was the stat you just said? Since the Tatis home run, I think our TB Talking Baseball Twitter put this out. Since that grand slam, they're 20-4. Is that right? That's
20-4. Yeah.
And then the Dodgers lead the league team-wide in homers and ERA, and that's a recipe for success in today's baseball world. So these are 2 really, really good teams, obviously.
I got something for you. Kershaw hasn't given up a home run in his last 3 games.
That might change tonight.
Ooh.
Young Tatis.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this series as a win-win. It's either Dodgers come out, drop some D, they're still the big brother bullies, or the Padres are like, we are here. We're doing the damn thing. So excited for that.
We're here.
Hosmer's out. Is he out for the season?
I don't know if it's confirmed the season, but like I think so. Broken fingy.
You just tape it to the next one.
Yeah, honestly, it just depends on which finger it is and if you can grip a bat, right? I mean, if it's just throwing hand, that's tough. Even his catching hand, I guess, is tough too.
Yeah, you don't want that at first. Hosmer fractured left index finger.
So throwing hand. That's,
is he a lefty? Yeah,
he's a lefty. Yeah,
so it's just throwing hand.
That's tough. But I'll tell you what, you can hit like that. Because if I'm thinking about my right index finger to my top hand, a lot of guys take that finger off anyway. So if he can somehow like kind of manage the pain, you could see him back at DH though.
Jake, do you take that finger off?
Depends who's pitching.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Obviously you want all your fingers, but that's if there was one you could
hot takes.
If there was one you could pick, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You'd pick either. I mean, that's the best finger to break as a hitter. Your top hand index finger. So we'll see.
Jake, what you want to watch for? Are we going to the Reds?
We're going Reds, baby. They won a series. That's our rule. If they win a series, we're open to talking about you. And Jim, they're hosting the Pirates for 4, including a doubleheader tonight. Bauer's going in one of those doubleheader games, which should at least be 6, ideally 7 if he's right for them. And it's the 14-30 Pirates. And Trev mentioned the NL slog, how there's a couple teams that are still right there. Again, if the Reds take care of business against the Pirates, they are right back in the playoff picture, hunting down that 8 seed where we've wanted them to play the Dodgers. So game 1, it's Bauer. You better go win that game. Trev, not our Trev, their Trev. And then game 2, I mean, should be a little sloppy, but you're still hosting the Pirates, who just got swept by Kansas City. So go out, win these 2 games, and like be the real Cincinnati Reds that we've been hoping for all year.
Bauer pitching should be a complete game for them. I mean, he's been really good. No Pirates player has a home run off Bauer. No one's really got good stats at all. So that should be a win for them. Who's pitching the second game for him?
Looks like it's Keller versus De Scalfani. So
yeah.
Okay. Win the series, Reds.
Come on, Reds.
Man,
We've been waiting. We've been waiting.
I think last week I've been talking them up, and then last week I finally said I'm over it. And then of course they go win a series, and they're still right in it. I don't know how I feel about them, man. Biggest disappointment of the year?
Yeah, I think so. They really went out to get a lot of pieces this offseason. I think they're the biggest disappointment so far. But they also are the only team on the outskirts that can win. They can't win any fucking series in the regular season. So like, why am I even saying that? But like with their pitching, Bauer's or Sonny's been bad, I guess lately, but they could win that 3-game set easily. I think all the other teams on the outskirts.
I agree with that.
You're still saying that. I don't care about
the
Brewers and the Rockies and the Giants, and like I don't think any of those teams will make noise.
They can because the way you approach a playoff 3-game series is so different. Like with your pitching staff, like that. I mean, that's even more reason to say like if they get in, they're trouble. At least in the first round, because you got your 3 studs, and then you got your like 2 bullpen guys that you trust, and that's it. That's how teams pitch in the playoffs, man. Like get these guys going. You got your 2 guys, and let's go. Part of my brain's like, yeah, that could definitely happen, and the other half's like you just said, Jim. Like they won 1 series all year.
Yeah, it's up to 3 now, but basically 1. Trev, what's your what to watch for?
Sorry to be a homer, but I think, with this light slate, and this is a big series, I'm going Twins, White Sox. We got Barrios versus Cease. Twins 4-2 in the season series. Barrios has faced them twice. Early on, not a great start, and then the second start, which was not too long ago, on the September 2nd, so 12 days ago, he pitched pretty well. He pitched 6 innings with 1 earned run. So Cease, and Cease has not faced the Twins this year. So good series, two of the best teams in the AL going at it. Jake says handshake agreement, split the series would be okay. It's a 4-gamer. I think these teams are out for blood. The Twins have been talking crap to everybody. They got a couple guys that are rowdy. I think this is going to be a fun series. A lot of young stars on the White Sox that obviously we know. Robert, Eloy, Tim Anderson is going for his second batting title in a row. I got to go back and look at my TPP. I think I shit on the White Sox, man.
You did.
Sure
White Sox fans were mad at you.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know that all of your young guys were going to be fucking amazing. Okay, that usually is not how it works. So the White Sox are doing it. This is a big series. Both teams are like 100% to make the playoffs, so it's more about seeding now. I just think it's going to be fun baseball. I mean, these teams are good everywhere. And there's not one facet of the game that these teams aren't good at. So this is it's just going to be fun baseball to watch. The color palette, which I also like to look for, is good. I like the difference in color palette. A lot of fun things for this series, especially today. My guy Barrios. Keep going, man.
The White Sox have 6 hitters above league average OPS pluses.
And they're all like fucking young, dude. Except for Abreu. Abreu's been incredible, dude.
I don't think so. Well, how old is Yoan Moncada?
Young.
Is he not young? I feel like I think about him.
25.
It's pretty young. Tim Anderson's 25, 26.
Grandal's 31.
Oh, see, I didn't even know he's having.
Yeah, he's up there.
A good year.
Anderson's 27. That's not really young.
All right, maybe I'm just thinking they're young.
Abreu.
In my brain, they're all young.
Robert's young.
Eloy?
Madrigal's back for them. Eloy.
Robert's 23. How old is Eloy? He's 23. Oh, that's younger than I thought he was. He's the same age as Robert.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Eloy was the dude before Robert.
Yeah. That's nuts. Cool. All right. Good one to watch for, Trev. Someone else mentioned the game 7 versus the Phillies and the Marlins, but Phillies need to win that, I guess. 7 games is crazy.
7 games, a lot.
Got anything on the Twinkies, Jake?
Trev's Twins. They've been playing great baseball.
Do you want to talk about the dust up with Lindor real quick?
Yeah, what happened? You know what happened?
I just asked around. I said, "What's going on?" My initial thought, and for people who didn't see it, Sergio Romo got Lindor to pop up to end an inning, and Lindor was kind of smiling at him. Sergio didn't like that. Started kind of like following him down to first base. There was a scuffle. Miguel Sano took Sergio and threw him aside like a little child because Miguel Sano's crazy and huge. But bench is cleared, and I didn't know why. I wanted to know what happened, so I asked around. And apparently a lot of shit talking from the Indians in the series prior in Cleveland. And Sergio took offense to that, didn't love it, was, kind of given like this thing. I'm going to give my hand there, whatever. So Lindor liked that he got under Sergio's skin, was kind of doing the same thing, and then Sergio kind of took it too far. And he went over there. Ended up getting suspended for 1 game. Lindor got fined. But there's some bad blood. I mean, I thought Sergio was doing it just to fire his team up, but apparently he was actually upset at Lindor for doing that. Nothing happened after that, though. There was no other dust up or anything, but definitely something to watch for. These teams play each other again. I mean, there's some animosity there.
Seemed like a lot of the Twins players were taking Lindor's side. Like they were being all buddy-buddy with Lindor right after the fact. Do you think it's just like that Sergio being Sergio, or do you think he was being a little crazy?
I think they all know Lindor very well. And
Lindor's like the nicest, happiest dude, seems.
And kind of Sergio the same way, and they just kind of, it's baseball, man. get a little adrenaline going. You see something you don't like. Sergio, when he gets on the mound, obviously is a kind of a different person. You hear a lot of pitchers say that when I get on the mound, I'm a different person, which is hilarious to me because no, you're not. But yeah, I thought it was funny for that reason. Like Lindor is known as his nickname is Mr. Smiles or some shit like that. So
yeah, me and Sergio. Just
and then people were saying Sano versus Franmil Reyes. Who you got?
Yeah. Oh God.
That's a heavyweight bout right there.
That's one of those black hole in the universe gets created. Like we all just get sucked in.
Yeah, we sat next to Sergio and we sat next to Sano, and those are two different sized human beings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sano is just.
I think Sano's thighs is the size of.
It's me.
Sergio's torso.
If like
100%.
When the Power Rangers used to come together and they'd make like the super monster, they're like fighting machine. Like that would be me and Jimmy coming together. We'd be Miguel Sano's legs.
Yeah.
I was looking up, like after that, I was looking up height and weight for a lot of people around the league. Like obviously Aaron Judge is probably the biggest guy in the league.
It's up there.
He's 6'7", 280, I think he is. And Sano's 6'5", 280. So like they're very
crazy.
Oh, right. Trev, did you see we got a new short, thick king who got called up?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God. Blue Jays called up a guy.
I did see that. He's massive, huh?
He's he's listed
5'8".
At 5'8", 265, which means what? He's 5'7", 280?
Is he fat?
Because you're lying about that. Yeah, a 21-year-old catcher.
Ooh, 21.
Alejandro Kirk.
Hey, if you need someone to block a slider in the dirt, I mean, that's the kind of guy he just sits down.
It's a backstop, literally. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft.
All right. Jake is in first place with 23 points. Trev, second place, and I am in last with 17. Jake, who are you taking?
Boys, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. The matchup that kind of stood out today, I think we've all got a few players from this one game. Yeah. The Atlanta Braves are playing Baltimore. I am taking Ronald Acuna Jr. Like him a lot. Really good. Baltimore season falling apart. It's at Camden. Ronald can get out all fields there pretty easily. So if he can barrel up one or two, I'm looking for that. And then I'm going Eugenio Suarez for the Reds. I mentioned that this is a big series for the Reds. He homered yesterday, so I'm hoping he goes on a little bit of a tour. So that's what I got.
Jake said it. Suarez goes 4 for 4 with 4 homers. He'll dye his hair blonde.
Yes.
So everyone's got a interest now.
I will join that bet.
Wow. Okay, we all do it. If he goes 4 for 4 with 4 homers, the whole show will dye their hair blonde.
Come on, 4 is ridiculous. Let's go 3 homer game.
No.
Aren't they playing doubleheader? So he's not even gonna get 4.
Yeah.
At bats.
Well, that'll make it even more fun.
It's a shitty bet.
Who do you lads have?
Good picks, Jake.
Thank you.
Trev, who do you got?
I'll be short and sweet with mine. I got Dansby and Freeman because they're facing the Orioles. I was looking at Acuna, but Jake had already taken him. So I don't even know how these guys are doing. I think Freeman obviously is doing well. But I'm just looking for, Baltimore. Got to love that. So I'm taking 2 guys there. I think I got one this weekend with Gallo. So catching up to you, Jakey. Catching up to you.
Ugh. My picks are awful. I took Carpenter and Goldie, but I just told you like earlier in the show that no one's gotten home runs off Bauer, and Bauer's probably going to shove. No, that's the Brewers.
Yeah.
No. That's the Cardinals. Yeah, that's the Cardinals. So that's awful. It's a bad job by me.
So what's up, dude?
It's a pretty bad pick.
It's a pretty bad pick. Yeah.
Is anyone doubling today?
I will be doubling, Zach.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Jake is using his 1 double
I cannot. I'm officially out of doubles.
Yeah.
Whammy 'em.
If you do, I'll murder you.
Whammy 'em, Zach.
There's nothing today.
There's nothing today.
So you're fine.
Zach won it double. Because we went double Thursday weekend.
Yeah.
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 Is a whammy this week or next week? For
Come on, Eugenio. Get hot.
Four homers. What awful picks I made.
Ronald. Hit 2 against the O's.
There's definitely worse picks you could have made, Jim. I mean, those are pretty good hitters right there. Goldie hit a homer this weekend. I don't know how Carpenter's doing, but
He's doing
you're
all
in
right.
Milwaukee, man. Like, that's a bandbox there.
So
You
I
lift your spirits a little bit. You're doing good, man.
they're playing the Brewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Pirates are playing the Reds.
Okay, they're not. They're fine picks then.
Okay. Woo.
It is a doubleheader, though, so if they play in the first game, you only get 7 innings of at-bats.
Yes, but if they homer, I instantly get a chance for 3 more at bats in the same day.
Yes.
So it's a yin and yang thing. All right, moving on to Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day. Fridays sucked. Jake got it correct with Caleb Smith. Rogers was bad. It was a bad one, but I made one and then they changed it on me, so I had to audible. Today is first inning runs over under 8.5.
First inning runs of what?
Baseball.
All day.
All games.
10 games.
Doubleheaders?
10 games, yeah.
Over.
Over.
I did
Jake, pick the under.
It's the over.
I did the averages of all teams, what they average in the first inning. Added it up. Comes to 8 runs.
Easy over.
Jake's taking the over.
I mean, I'm like so far behind in that I can't. It doesn't even matter anymore.
Because you haven't been agreeing with my bets.
Yeah,
Which
you're
are the
doing great
winners.
in that.
What was
You
the
stink
total
in real
runs?
life betting? But
It was 11.5.
I'm 8 behind
just
you. I just
raised it.
can't.
Which is fine. Jim just raised
No,
it from 8.5.
It's 8.5.
Wait,
Why are
what?
you? Yeah, it's 8.5. Well, you think that's a bad line, Jake? I mean,
I think
only
it's
10
low. I think it's low.
It's only 10 games, though.
Yeah, I think every game coming into it has a yes or no run in the first inning. It's basically a pick 'em, and I just think that's one run. Like if we get
half
one 3-run homer,
Yeah.
I think we're home.
have a first inning run?
Close to. I mean, that's a
Really?
lot of time guys get to starting pitchers, you know?
I think we almost have to like double it because I just think like each team gets an at bat, and I don't know if like maybe you're thinking like
I think
just one.
I think
You know what
Sam
I
said
mean?
it in the chat. I think 10.5 is probably the number. Abe agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me at least give me a chance to at least take the under so I can get ahead on Jake.
Okay. Kansas City put up a 4 spot in the first, so that blows it out. Yeah, I guess it's got to be higher. I did do math on it.
I
Proud of
honestly
you.
think like I honestly think like 12.5 is probably more like the actual line. I don't know if you could look that up, but
Nate Steele says the probability to score a run in the first inning is roughly 52.5%.
Yeah, I'm going through yesterday's game.
per team though. So you're talking 10 games, 20 20.
Right.
So yeah, that's the line then. So 52% of 20.
All right,
11.5.
make it 11.5.
11.5. Just like Jimmy said. I'll still take the over to give Trevor a chance.
I'll take the under now.
Nice.
Math pod.
Zach, what are we taking?
What's everybody taking? Like,
What are you taking?
You guys
oh,
aren't a
okay.
team. Don't lump
Oh,
Zach
okay.
into your failures.
I'm on the under for this.
Fuck
I'll take the
yes.
All right. That's the show. Play the outro music. See you guys.
Might have been our best show.
Cunha and Suarez.
Jake doubled. Big old double.
Big day.